Hello and welcome to Don't Kill My Character presents Sanguine Scourge, a Vampire the Masquerade chronicle of drama, darkness, and desire. My name is Kate, aka Kate the Great Cosplays, and I would like to welcome you to season 2 of this story. I am so excited to be back and also a little bit nervous about the story that we're going to be telling, but it's fun, it's great, it's wonderful, truly. Thank you all so much for your excitement of this story, too. We're going to get right to that premiere. First, I do want to give a special thank you to Shannon, aka Imaginative Media, who made the promo video that you just saw. And also, thank you to all of my cast for cosplaying the characters. That was so much fun. A lot of us were able to do that together in person. And the cast that weren't able to did their own shoots to make sure we had everyone. And I adore this cast very much. Let's talk to the cast who are on screen with me tonight. My wonderful Camarilla Coterie, please introduce yourself with your name and pronouns, your character name and pronouns, and their clan. I will start with Justin.
You're muted.
Yeah, okay, that's not me. Good.
No, that's on me. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm known throughout the internet as GM Justin. Tonight I am playing Ángel Ramos. Both he and I use he/him pronouns, and he is of the Toreador type.
Thank you. Justin, pass it to Rosie.
Rosie, it's yours.
Hello, I'm Rosie. I missed the memo that nobody else brought their sunglasses this time. I thought we were doing sunglasses again. Everything's fine. They looked great, so, it's fine. Hi, I'm playing Naya to her friends Leonia, Rodich, to the full namers. She, her pronouns for both myself and my character. I didn't say my own name. I'm Rosalie. Yeah. I'm all over the place tonight. I'm scared.
We're doing great. Speaking of great, hi, Extell.
Hello, I am Extell, the producer, king consort, and I am also me, too. My pronouns are he, him. As are my characters, Camarilla Stillwater, who is of the clan Tzimisce, but as far as anybody else is concerned, it's Ventrue.
Sure. And speaking of Ventrue, hello, I am Kate. I am the producer queen of Don't Kill My Character. And I am playing Mélidine Décarie, who is truly a Ventrue. Both of our pronouns are she, her. And last and absolutely not at all least, Natasha.
Oh my gosh, hello. Hi, my name is Natasha. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Natasha B Cosplays. Tonight, I will be your storyteller, so I will be hoarding all the pronouns to myself as God intended.
Incredible. And also incredible is the music that we have playing on stream, which is from Songcraft. Songcraft has gifted us a premium subscription to their service, which we use to run music through a bot in our Discord, so I can quickly change playlists while I'm also running tech and also playing a Kindred. And there's also a brand new desktop app that they have as well. Thank you so much, Songcraft, for providing us with awesome royalty-free music for these streams. If you would like to check out Songcraft for yourself, check the link in chat or in the episode description and let them know that Don't Kill My Character sent you. Also, if you want to send things to Don't Kill My Character, you can go to our coffee. We have redemptions that you can buy to support our kindred in-game, or maybe not support our kindred in-game. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the dice decide and the hunger dictates. Head to our coffee page to do that and to directly support the channel. And you also have some chat redemptions you can use if you are watching live in Twitch. There is a limited number there that you gain points from watching us live. And the last thing that I will say before I hand it over to Natasha is that this is a darker story. While most shows on the channel do stay at or under a PG-13 rating, Sanguine Scourge goes above that. We do not have a rating cap for this show. Mature themes and mature language are present, and dark themes are often explored. So we are using safety tools amongst ourselves, but we did not have the opportunity to use those with you. Viewer discretion is advised, and if you ever need to take a break, please do. We will always be here for you. And with that, I will pass it to Natasha.
Okay, Kindred, are we ready to start our tale?
Ready as I'll ever be.
In the aftermath of the Second Inquisition's attack, our kindred have taken the time to prepare and figure out what their next move should be. The attack grievously injured René, the Toreador Primogen, and caused Ciro Cavatelli, the Ventrue Primogen, to meet his final death. This has caused a bit of a predicament, as he was in charge of securing humans and blood from the local cruise ships that were brought in to town, and he figured out ways to usher them over to Elysium, allowing for easier access of blood to the Camarilla populace as a whole. But as we move forward through time, the first instances of snow start to fall in Quebec City. The sun starts to set earlier and earlier, allowing our kindred to rouse from their day's sleep earlier than ever. As we'll get a little funky here with time. It's, I believe, a late November evening when everyone received a missive a night prior from the prince, requesting that all kindred be present at this month's Elysium the following night. We'll meet our kindred on that night as they each arrive, similarly to all those months ago when they first met, with quite a few, but less than before, sires in tow. As Cameron, we'll start with you. You, likely choosing your own vehicle, do you think you would come with Sam?
Most likely. Malcolm is otherwise preoccupied with his other duties.
Mm-hmm. You're arriving with Lucia, who's currently changing back into her Jean-Luc form, filling out the tux that they decided to put on that night. And it's this really nice kind of white tux with an open, silkier shirt underneath. And they turn to look at you. How are you presenting yourself this evening? As Sam drives the car up to the hotel, the Chateau de Frontenac.
As per usual, my own self, I've made sure to cover up some other unpleasantness of my current shape and condition, in which case I'm wearing a much, like usual, suit, but it is a little bit thicker than usual. But otherwise, I'm still me.
You're faring better these nights. Were you able to start mastering your abilities recently?
I haven't had much
practice
chance to use it in recent nights because it requires a lot of effort, and
yes,
as you know, so
there's a reason I don't use it much. I'm much more of a purveyor of the shape-changing arts.
As am I. I guess I take after you, as they say.
Well, I'm glad you at least got a chance to meet Florea.
It was a good time.
As we move back a couple months, maybe a month and a half ago-ish, to a quiet night where you were spending some time with your sire, where you decided you wanted to bring up this topic of possibly engaging in some sorcery.
Lucia,
Yes?
was told by my coterie members that you did some interesting things at Elysium.
I believe I always do interesting things at Elysium, but
Forgive me, I do not mean to imply otherwise. But they said you conjured a storm of sorts.
A small one. I cannot do too much, but luckily there is already some clouds brewing in the area, and I was able to take advantage.
Is that something that our clan specializes in?
That is an old story. It is, yes, but it is something older. It's less practiced these days, but there are still some powerful sorcerers in the world. Purveyors, owners of the elements.
I think for her, this is probably similar to the first time you found out about flesh crafting and vicissitude and all of that.
Yeah, it's like she's like already reading. It's like he's gonna ask. I know
that
it.
that look in his eyes, like the blank stare, this like almost like excited fires lit up behind his eyes in a way. And he leans forward, unblinking, and he's like, "Can you teach me how to do that?"
My dear Cameron, I can, however, I think it'd be best to have you learn it from someone a bit more practiced. I do know of a local who specializes in Kultunic sorcery.
Kultunic sorcery. That sounds delicious.
Well, do you have anything planned on the next new moon? Wipe your calendar if you do.
I mean, I had some meetings, but I guess I can have Sam or Malcolm fill in for those.
Good.
Just with, the mortal criminals and all that stuff.
I will enter in contact with my friend.
Thank you.
Which is how you find yourself the next new moon, or the night before the new moon, on a train leaving Quebec City. It's a pretty standard train. You who've lived here your entire life know there's a train that, quite nice, connects Quebec City to Montreal and runs the length of a river, and is kind of set in between mountainous forests. Eventually, Lucia beckons you to head to the back of the train, where she says, "Jump," and jumps off the back of the train into the river.
I follow. If your friends jump off a train, would you? Yeah. Cameron would.
Survive the train jump.
Yeah, he'll jump off immediately, following her, no hesitation.
The air is quiet as you two walk out of the river and to a small little clearing surrounded by trees. The darkness pervasive with the lack of moon. No light here, no light pollution. You can see the stars clearly.
This is a peaceful place.
Roll for me a wits plus awareness.
Ooh, don't mind if I do.
First roll of the season.
Everything's gonna be great. Or what's in awareness?
I believe in you.
No pressure. No pressure. It's the
I
first one.
believe in you.
I think that's how many dice. Yeah, that's how many dice I have for this. It's not bad. It's not a bad roll for his 5. Well,
Oh no.
I don't know if this is like. This might be an omen. I got a bestial failure. I got 1 success on the roll.
Okay.
We do have a willpower reroll from Valmina if you think you need it.
I'll use it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Valmina.
It was said for the first kindred who needs it, so I do believe that is you.
That's 2 successes.
Okay, that is enough.
Okay.
It's not a difficult one. But as you're sitting here, you can just catch in the brush ahead of you some eye shines glinting in the darkness. About 3 sets before they kind of blink away. And you hear quiet footsteps as from the tree line you see a woman standing at about 6'6" with completely milky white skin that has almost a liquid texture, leaving no pores, grooves, or any other natural indication of what we consider skin. Her eyes are solid hot pink, leaving a cast over her eyes. And instead of hair, where her hairline would start, she instead has bright pink giant flower petals, making the back of her head look like a rose. Even the clothes she wears are styled to emphasize her lack of humanity. She wears tall heels without the actual heel part behind it. That's the same color and texture as her skin, making it look like her foot is shaped more like a hoof. And she wears a hot pink leotard with a white corseted blazer over that's been tightened so tight it's her waist size. It'd be death for anyone who actually has to survive with functioning organs, which is everyone but the dead. Lucia bows her head towards this woman, then turns to you. Cameron, I would like to introduce you to my colleague from Montreal, Florea. The tall figure looks your way and gives a slight bow at the waist.
I'll also give a bow and say, I know of only one person more beautiful than you. It's a pleasure to meet you, Cameron.
And as she smiles, you see all her teeth have been sharpened into serrated teeth. It's a pleasure.
I've been told that you are an expert in a subject I'm interested in.
That is true. And the eye shines in the tree line appear again. And Florea looks over. I hear you would like to pursue the path of the Cold Dune.
I would.
She sits down on the ground and invites you to do the same as the new moon starts to make its way towards the middle of the sky.
I look towards Lucia.
She kind of gives like an assuring glance.
And I'll sit across from her the same way.
She holds her palms up, indicating for you to lay your own hands on top of hers.
I do.
And when she speaks, it sounds as if 2 identical voices are speaking at once. Postulant. What element do you claim under your control this night?
I've been told to be afraid of it. So I think I should master it. So I choose fire.
Fire. She quirks almost a hairless eyebrow, but makes no other expression after her initial reaction. To lay claim to fire is to master the Rodich. Do you believe you can overcome the claim it has on you?
I believe I can overcome anything. So yes.
You seem similar to your sire. I can tell.
I've been raised by powerful women. And she's no different.
But one that does not practice the cold dune the old way.
I'm adaptable.
What do you know of the cold dune, neonate?
Nothing aside from what I've seen from my sire, or heard.
Your sire can conjure mere trivialities to what true cold dune can do.
Wonderful. Teach me.
You're a practicer of vicissitude, it seems.
Yes.
Fascinating. I know not of vicissitude. I focus only on the old ways. The cold dune.
And forgive me if my question is rude, but how did you come across such a wonderful visage?
My form was a gift, child, given to me by mine own sire before the kiss, so that this would be my form for all time. To be his flower, his florea. And he ensured that my family would always be with me, even in death. As the three figures start to come out from the brush, they look plain, mortal, but with that eye shine and just slight tweaks here and there. One with more prominent, almost bat-like ears. Another one, when they open their mouth, has fangs. One has these long-tipped claws. It looks like 2 women and 1 man.
I appreciate the honor of meeting your family.
Of course. My daughter and my parents. With me forever.
Look at them and just incline my head slightly. Not as much as I did for her, but still enough to convey to not be rude, essentially.
You need not greet them. They're just human. While I need them to survive, I don't need them for anything else. They just need to be by my side.
I understand that.
Well, Cameron Stillwater, I can instruct in the ways of ember and flame. And in the next few nights, Your home will be here, in this valley, betwixt the Camarilla's strict hierarchy and control, and the freedom of the Sword of Cain, she says, indicating towards Montreal. But for now, politics will be set aside for more ancient ties. You'll learn to commune with the land, its spirits, and the cupola that ties us all.
Lovely.
And you see her start to conjure a bit as different elements move through. Your sire, Lucia, kind of does a nod and seems to go off to start keeping watch. Same thing with the other three. They look like they go off to keep a perimeter of sorts, while you spend the next few nights here, meditating, delving your hand through the arcane ties of the world. And we've already done the roll. So once it comes to the last night, she asks for you. Now, feed the land, claim its fire.
Is there a preferred method to this?
Self-inflicted.
Understood. And I feel like a lot of people's, I don't know, a lot of kindred maybe instinct is to go with the arm or something like that. But I think Cameron, in like a weird, like, I don't like a weird moment of like artistic sort of like realization, takes a thumb and digs into just underneath his collarbone and slides it across all the way to the other side, and then digs a hole and lays down and wills the blood from his collarbone from underneath to go into the soil.
And you see she starts to mark the ground with other elements as well as a small flame. And tremors start to fill the land, lightly localized. As she looks up and starts chanting a little bit in a language you can't quite place. And then she cuts her own arm. It almost opens up, her vitae slightly discolored, a little bit darker than you would expect. And she pours it into a small little chalice before handing it to you.
I'm assuming I drink it, so I drink it.
You also know from these last few nights that whenever she tries to teach you something, she just expects you to eventually figure out what she means. She doesn't usually divulge any more information.
Figure out his own time type of vibes. Yeah. So yeah, as soon as the cup hits his hand, throws it back.
And you feel kind of that warmth spread of old vitae as through the practice and and your communions with the land, and now this final piece of the blood of a Koldunic sorcerer starts to move through you. You feel your blood almost heat up a bit. Similar to how you would get hot flashes when you were still alive and starting to feel sick. That weird, you're still cold, but you're hot at the same time.
Oh, this is wonderful.
It will settle. Fire is a bit fickle.
So am I. That's why
Well,
we're the perfect match.
it seems like with time, you can truly start to claim it as yours. But this is the first step.
Thank you.
I entrust you'll do well with it.
I will do whatever my clan instincts guide me to do.
Good. The Camarilla are a bit too lost in their ways. Bureaucracy has gone to their head.
They sit for too long and don't stretch their legs. I agree. Too passive.
Well, please, go ahead. Help shake up Quebec City for a bit. As she gets up from her seated position, her tall visage expanding up towards the sky again. I will be going back to my home. Please, feel free to contact me again in the future if you'd like.
That same offer extends to you.
I don't believe they will appreciate beauty when they see it in Quebec City, unfortunately.
I don't either. They don't know what real beauty looks like.
No. And then she does a little flick of her hand, and the three humans all gather, returning from the brush again. They would come and go throughout the nights, especially to help set up for the daytime sleeps. You may all go. I'll see you at home.
I'll stand. And I will straighten what's probably... I'm assuming my suit jacket is probably... All my stuff is probably ruined. I've been out here for...
Lucia probably honestly was like, bring a couple changes of clothes. Don't necessarily bring your best stuff.
Wonderful.
We're going to be camping.
Wonderful. Then he's in like a tracksuit.
And Lucia made sure to also bring sun bags for the both of you.
Wonderful. So I stand up and just sort of dust off his tracksuit. And once again, just incline his head to her.
Well, I hope you have a good night.
You as well.
As Florea walks to the river and stands there for a moment before her body melts with the river.
Oh, Lucia, you've been holding out on me.
What? I cannot introduce you to my Sabbat friend. You're working your way through the Camarilla.
And you're the Scourge, so who does it matter?
I am more established. I'm not leaving my home.
That's fair.
I've been here for over 200 years. I'm not leaving anytime soon.
I like that. Why did we not? It's fine. No, 200 years you've been here. Understood.
I have met her before in these past nights, but you've only been around not that long. You're still young.
Just when I thought I learned all I could of our clan's secrets, there seems to
there's
be
so
more.
many more.
Wonderful.
Unfortunately, I do not know all of them, as a lot of them are held in the old country.
I'll have to visit sometime.
It is easier for you. You just need to make sure to bring your ghouls with you.
Yes. Although I do think it'd be hard to part from Leonia for too long. Maybe
She's very sweet.
She is. Maybe she'd be wanting to come with me.
Perhaps. I hear Transylvania is lovely.
Yeah.
And as we pan back up to the cloudless sky, we jump to another car. Or probably not a car, let's be honest. A duo of Dana and Leonia arriving at the chateau. Dana in her regular frazzled hair and hodgepodge collection of clothing. You've learned that Dana has since acquired a new ghoul, a new secretary that contacts you from time to time.
Leonia, her hair is styled.
Mm-hmm.
She was able to have some things done, get a Martina Bangs trim locked in so that it stays after she has her day sleep. As well as we made sure it was nice and air dried, diffused, had some curl cream in it, so she no longer needs to get up before sundown in order to have her hair styled nicely. And as we knew that this summons was happening the previous night at this point, right? We had a good 18 hours to prepare. So she has put on some lipstick that I think Mélidine likely gave her. She is wearing, again, a very simple black dress. It has pockets. She has like a nice wool peacoat over it. Also has pockets. Very delightful. It's unusual that it's all hands. I've actually gone a couple times just to keep up with what's going on, but do you know what this is about?
Dana has an inkling, but is unsure.
What kind of inkling?
The prince called Dana in for an interesting private meeting the other night. I cannot tell you yet what it is, though it may not have happened yet.
Okay.
You need not be nervous. You are very good. You're behaved. The Camarilla has no need to fear actions done by you. You've helped lift the territories and have expanded upon those territories in the last few months. Dana has seen your growth.
Thank you. Hopefully we can continue that. Right?
Let's.
Okay.
And in that moment, with a little weight sitting in your pockets of these little stones, you have kind of that weight centers you a little bit and takes you back as we move to a night much earlier on than our Sabbat romp. As we see you pulling up in your car in the evening to oh my gosh, to the center, to the Marin Center.
Yes. Or otherwise known to those in the loop as the Chantry.
Mm-hmm. This time you ensured that they know of your arrival, and they told you the correct book to find in the library in order to get into the Chantry. They do tell you, though, that the book changes monthly. So you just need to, whenever it's a new month, to wait for that missive.
Of course.
This month, it is Dante's Inferno.
Incredible.
Just for you.
She goes and grabs it and smiles a little bit to herself because she was looking for some information about that, doing a little bit of shopping around, that sort of thing. Certain somebody is into sculpture, and she's been looking for something themed on the circles because a fun fact is that the Thinker sculpture is said to be watching over the 9 circles. So she's had it on her mind anyway.
Mm-hmm. And as you grab onto the book, instead of, like last time, a flood of shadow appearing in the room to swallow you, it is instead almost a pulse. It feels like a heartbeat as you grab onto it that moves through you, causing a little bit of a shock since it's been so long that you felt a heartbeat. And you're in a different room. It's the one that you remember being guided out through. It is a courtyard space with green paneling, dark green paneling on the walls, old wooden doors, double doors, some door frames, but wall instead. But you do see people walk out as if there is a door there, closing it behind them and everything. It seems like you have limited access to the Chantry.
Mm-hmm. As is expected. I believe, would I be able to recall which way to go? I would need to go to get to Daphne's office.
You in fact don't need to, as you do have someone greeting you as you arrive, since your arrival was expected. And you see Ella standing there.
Oh.
Hi. Hey,
Hi.
How are you? I didn't know you guys even knew about this place.
Oh, yeah. Well, when we did the whole thing, this is after the boarding, right? Yes, this is definitely after the boarding.
Yes.
So, when we did the thing that Daphne was doing the wards to thank us for, we had to bring something here. It was they didn't know we were coming.
Mm-hmm.
And this was before the whole flare-up of the Inquisition, but the security measures still didn't like us.
No, they didn't.
I don't know if you've ever been in those cells.
I've heard a lot about them. Someone accidentally pulled the wrong book one day and we had to go get them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I almost pulled the wrong book like 10 times. I kept forgetting when I first started. It was the first month that after I was embraced, it was this one random book that was in a different language. Not with any Roman alphabet. I had no clue how to distinguish. It was an Arabic book. My Arabic isn't strong.
I can't say mine is either. It wasn't as bad as you would think.
Fair. I just heard it's kind of lonely and scary. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I was told like you said, you have some things to pick up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Daphne's office is that door. There, here, follow me. And she kind of leads you to what you could have probably picked out as Daphne's door. It actually matches how it looked when you're walking to it from the dungeon space as well, where it is a big wooden door with all sorts of etchings depicting different sceneries, including Cain and the Create and Kindred and the different Methuselah that have come since.
Yes. Was this one warded when we came up? I remember there were a couple plots where we got zapped.
This one was already open.
Okay, cool.
It was Daphne kind of already had it open for you, realizing what was happening, and
She heard the other zapper go off and went, oh!
oh no, someone got trapped.
Yeah, kind of knock on the door frame to make sure that she knows.
And I was like, oh, no, it's okay. They know. And opens the door for you. And you see the same space. Hexagonal room with a large desk in the center, bookshelves upon bookshelves along the side, and a big domed ceiling depicting different constellations. And you see instead of where he was perched before, instead now Garrett the Gargoyle is standing next to Daphne, staring down at you.
Hi. Thank you for having me again.
And Ella closes the door politely behind you. Bye.
Bye.
Please feel free to sit down.
Thank you. Sorry it took so long to get in here. It's been crazy lately, just with everything going on.
It has been horrible. It's okay. I have been trying to deal with Valois as well now that he is back.
Oh, is he going to be helping at the chantry, or?
I think the prince wants him to also assist in the Elysium.
Oh,
Not just here. Possibly, since I lost track of the last one in our chase. Unfortunately,
I don't think you
Toreador
can be blamed for that. Yeah.
Toreador are very fast.
Yeah, you can't be blamed for that. That's. Sorry, you don't need my reassurance on that.
It is all right. Sit down. Can I offer you something to drink? You can see she's dressed in similarly to how she usually dresses, except she's not wearing her circle sunglasses, just hair up in kind of a loose bun, but still that big jacket, red trench coat that she wears over top a black turtleneck.
I'm fine for now. Thank you again for the warding. I do think it's been working. We had a couple of kindred who just kind of like to use it because they could use that back door, and it was kind of an issue. So it has worked, as far as I can tell. So not that I would think it wouldn't work, but I'm saying that it has been a help. So
well, hopefully it did not discourage those from attending. I know you have a lot of business with local
no,
kindred.
they could just use the front door. The back door is ours. You know.
Understood.
They would get in if they just went through the front door. I don't understand.
You know, it's a good way to teach someone a lesson. You know what they say. You can. Yeah, I am a very big proponent of the. You just get the water spritz, one quick spritz on cat. They learn.
Yeah.
Or you put aluminum foil somewhere. If you don't.
Oh, I've heard about that.
It works.
Yeah.
At least on the cat's head.
Okay.
However, you have come to collect your other reward.
Yes. I believe the stones would be of use to us with our responsibilities.
Of course. They're a good parting gift. We find If you're not Tremere, you cannot usually make them, but they're very useful nonetheless.
I had something else I wanted to ask about while I was here.
Please?
It's kind of so I think you were aware that when we were here, Cameron, a member of my coterie, had needed to feed, and there was the room with the mirrors, and he was a little too... His beast wouldn't wait. So...
With the pool on the floor?
Yes.
I know the one. Yes.
It wasn't ideal. I'm a bit worried. There's been... He's young. He's younger than me. But he's been showing some signs of heightened blood potency.
Interesting.
And I was wondering if you might know anything about that.
Well, he is not of Tremere. That is an easy way to heighten it earlier on. Or if you have a particularly old sire, but I know Jean-Luc well. He is not old. He's not older than me.
It hasn't been happening in correlation with any traditional way that one could do that.
I understand. There has been a few, instances of stupid English. Is the song, the blood, and some people being off. We have found a couple, including the Maddox that you brought.
Yes, I was wondering about that because even if he did target some kindred that was obviously above his own generation, or below, sorry, it was too fast. It was too much, right?
Yes, especially you mentioned he was the thinner generation. The Duskborn, I believe is what they like to be called.
Yes. And when we encountered him when he was frenzying, he said not even his beast wasn't satisfied by anything that at that level should satisfy it.
Interesting. Well, we still have him. He is in a cell. I will do some more tests, but I don't want anyone else touching his blood or tasting it, which eliminates a lot of blood sorcery. You'd be surprised.
That is probably for the best. I read somewhere that there have been diseases that affect kindred.
There are?
But not kind.
Yes, well, they affect both, is the thing.
Okay.
But usually the kind, it depends on the area. I have heard of both cases where Zikain are simply Z carriers and are not affected, and situations where Zikain are both affected as the kindred. This latter one was a case in Los Angeles.
Yes,
There was a similar one.
that's right. That's the one I read about.
Mm.
I don't know.
You read about
I
it
don't.
where?
I do a lot of reading.
Here? Who's let you in?
Well, I don't remember. Well, I was here when the incident happened.
Oui. Yes.
When we were climbing, we stopped by a couple different library rooms on our way before we hit your office. Also, it could have been at the hospital.
That's the
Too,
hospital.
I've gone into Dana's collections a couple times, so
Would you say
I don't
this
recall.
more of a manipulation subterfuge type role, or
I was hoping so.
feel free to use your ingenue as well.
Thank you. I
I
decided I
believe
have
in you.
hunger because I'm stressed out right now.
Fair, fair, fair.
So we are rolling still a respectable dice pool, 7. Sorry, I just saw Kate in chat. Y'all, I had to lock my phone because usually I have the Camarilla group chat up on it for safety purposes, for table safety. I had to lock it because the gifts behind the scenes right now are too much.
Oh, I haven't even looked at any of them.
Ooh, good roll. Let's go. I am gonna spend a willpower on this.
Mhm.
I have exactly 3 failures on non-hunger die. Okay, that is better. So that makes it 5 successes.
Ooh, okay, yes. Interesting. I do not know that we have given any out to Dana, but it is possible. Interesting. But fair.
I don't know. If you, I don't know. It's kind of weird to offer a coterie member's vitae. But if you think having more samples would be useful, you can reach out and maybe I'll see if. Yeah.
If you would like, I of course can take some of his blood in order to compare to the others. If he is willing, I will accept.
Okay. I'll bring some next time I stop in. If it's okay that I stop in again.
Yes, of course. You said you are an avid reader.
Yes. And I've always and writer. I'm not doing too much of the writing now. But
Don't worry, I know your story. I know why you were brought in.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to talk about that. It's just been a concern. So
I couldn't imagine. That is a strange behavior. Oh, but I did also think to invite you on this night, as I ask about the avid reading because it seems like you have someone very interested in your learning habits and is possibly apologetic for things that have happened. A sponsor.
Oh.
And she pulls out a letter and hands it to you. It's already been opened. It was addressed to her,
Yeah.
but she lets you look at it.
Yeah.
And if you read it,
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
it says, to Daphne, Dana's child is one of great learning and accomplishment. On this child's anniversary of death, Dana would like to offer an apology present for bringing them into a life they might not have wanted, by offering them the chance at passions they once had in life again.
I'm gonna cry, dude. What the hell?
Please,
Oh.
if you are willing, please let Dana's child have access to even just a couple of the libraries in the Chantry. Thank you, Primogid Dana.
I'm gonna throw up. That's a good thing. Oh my god. Leonia is speechless, I think. She doesn't know how to react to this. Okay.
It seems like you're coming up on an anniversary of sorts for
Yeah. It's 15 years.
Makes sense.
Okay, I need to go to the hospital after this. Okay. Oh, I did bring that other one back.
Oh, that is, I saw that there was a sign out under your name in one of the libraries.
Yeah, I did also ask you about it before I
I
left
remember.
as well.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, it's been busy.
Yeah, I'll bring that back up there myself, if that's okay.
Please, I have accepted the sponsorship, so she will be responsible, and we will start with access to a couple of the libraries, and depending on how things go, you may gain access to more.
Okay. I'll go bring it upstairs. Just scooches on us.
Ella is clearly like waiting there and opens up the door to be polite again, and like closes it behind you as
Do you want to show me your favorite sections?
Oh my gosh!
I don't think they do Dewey Decimal, do they?
It depends on the library. If it's the one more about human history, yes.
Okay, that one I don't need.
Okay.
Let's go.
And then she like brings you to one of the libraries. You see now, as you enter that courtyard space again, 2 doors that weren't there before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And as you guys spend the rest of your evening doing this,
nerd
kind
shit.
of smelling that smell of like old books and ink in the air again, that slight like kind of glue that binds the pages together, and the overall, despite some of the more eerie aspects of the Chantry, the cozy demeanor within the enclosed rooms. We return to the present with you and Dana arriving on the scene. And as we move back a little bit in time, same evening, Ángel, would you, since you are going to have to attend tonight anyway, would you have gone earlier, as you usually would, to set things up, or how has your relationship been with Elysium?
Tense. Hawal's a nice gentleman. He really is. But considering everything that has transpired as of late, Ángel has done a courtesy in stepping away. Don't want my presence to overshadow things for our brand new keeper of Elysium.
Okay. And we will catch up with you a little after, as Mélidine would have actually been the first one to arrive that night, as the prince sent for someone to pick you up that beginning of the evening, asking for you to come particularly early. A gentleman known as, he is the messenger for the prince, his name is Mingyu Li. A gentleman who is very professionally dressed, suit, tie, all darker colors, usually some kind of dark blue with like a black shirt, or silver with red. It depends on the night. and he styles his hair. It's shorn on the sides, a little bit taller up top. And he appears, sunglasses, the wide style, wide and thin glasses, and leather gloves on his hands, with a nice, with a Rolls Royce in front of your home.
Hello, good evening.
The prince requires for you to come a little bit earlier for Elysium this evening. She has a special meeting she would like to have with you.
Oh, of course, how fabulous. Appreciate you coming. You look fabulous, by the way.
Thank you. Nice to you. And he opens up the back door.
And I get in.
And you drive over to Elysium. It's a calm night. You find that he drives very well and kind of evenly, but measured. He seems a bit on edge and seems to be looking out regularly at the rear view mirrors and behind him on a regular basis. A little bit more than you usually would. Mm-hmm.
Send a quick text to the coterie, just letting them know that I've been picked up and am on my way to Elysium, and the name of who has picked me up. And I say, is something troubling you, darling?
Something you'll learn about soon. I'm just making sure that we're safe.
Oh, well, I so do appreciate you keeping us safe, but, I mean, if something's troubling you, perhaps you could just tell me a little bit of it now?
Unfortunately, it is a matter you have to take up with the prince. You'll learn soon enough. She'll let you know.
Is this a... I assume this is a kindred, yes?
Yes. This is the messenger. This is,
Right.
This is a Tremere who is...
And a Tremere.
You might not know him. You might not know him very well, but he's known within Elysium spaces. He's usually the one who sends out important messages on behalf. He's like the personal messenger for the prince when the prince wants to get word to you.
Right. I've seen him about then. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Leave the conversation be.
And eventually he pulls around to through the driveway of the Chateau Frontenac, and someone opens up the door for you as he leads you up towards the elevator. And
Just send a quick little text arrived before getting out of the car to that coterie group.
And as you head up, he says, apologies, a slight change in policy this evening for everyone. It's not just you, I promise. We'll have you deposit your phone in a separate room. We're just taking extra measures to ensure no recording devices are present. With the Second Inquisition attacks, we've been trying to come up with measures, and while it is nigh impossible to make younger kindred keep up with older communication practices, we can at least keep Elysium safer.
Yes, of course. Very smart to do.
It'll be in the coat room where you'll deposit it.
Certainly. Turns it off. Make sure that it is locked and off before leaving it.
Yep. And you arrive on that top floor and leave it there with the mortal that usually runs the coat room. Or the cloak room, if we're being fancy. And he leads you through the space. Things seem bustling as normal. You haven't really seen too much of Elysium as it's getting set up, but it's a lot of waiters walking around trying to make sure that everything's in place. You see Valois kind of sending people, grabbing like a couple humans and being like, okay, they're going to go into this room for people with this preference, and is inherently trying to get things organized before everything starts, putting the finishing touches on everything with the band.
Can I just catch Valois' eye for a moment?
Oh, yeah. He'll absolutely give you a little bow.
Good to see you, Valois.
Hey, absolutely. Good to see you too.
Glad you're well. Glad you're
Yeah.
here.
I mean, who am I to say no, you know?
I do, yes.
Well, we will speak later, okay?
Sounds wonderful.
Of course, ma chère. I have things to get back to.
Au revoir then.
You look lovely, by the way. As usual.
Thank you. You as well.
I know. And he kind of continues on his merry way, trying to this time make sure that the band has the playlist correct for everything that they're going to be playing that evening and the different types of music that will be occurring. It seems like he's gone for more of a jazz night tonight, like a slow jazz vibe.
Oh, well, I do appreciate the live music as well.
And you are brought to the back, where the prince is in her usual space. It seems like any disrepair that came to Elysium when the fires happened have since been corrected, and everything is brand new. And you see her sitting there on her usual kind of half lounge chair.
I bow deeply and say, "Good evening, my prince. It is an honor to be summoned before you tonight, and might I say the repairs to Elysium look spectacular."
Thank you. And she kind of gets up and indicates for you to sit down on one of the chairs, one closest to her. She's wearing a long ruby red dress and is covered in all sorts of different jewelry and has quite eccentric makeup on tonight, very much playing with different more accented eyeshadow and eyeliner looks.
I graciously take the seat so close to her.
But you do see there's a little less emotion in her face than usual. A little less, just a little less. I thought it would be best to tell you before everyone else found out. Tell me, when was the last you heard of Penelope? When was the last time she contacted you?
Heard of her? Well,
Yes, heard from her is the better expression.
right. No, I'm not. I'm just. It's not that I'm mean to. It's not that I mean to criticize your wording. It's just the question both confuses and concerns me.
No, yes, I don't mean to concern. There is, I have not heard from her in the last couple days, and I was hoping you might have an answer, as I knew she was anxious for your return.
Oh, I mean, the last couple days, no, I have not heard from her either.
Then I think I can confirm we have looked everywhere else.
What are you saying?
I am so sorry to tell you this, to be the one to have to tell you, but I do believe the Seneschal is gone. And I believe she might have met the true death.
Oh, my prince, I am so sorry for you and your loss. That is a significant loss for you. Oh,
I wanted to bring you early, as if it was an attack by... I am currently trying to deduce who has done it. If it was the Second Inquisition, that is one thing, but we have not heard from them in so long. If it was the Anarchs, That is a different matter. And if they know of the inner workings, if they are the Anarchs, that they could... they might go after other loved ones, which is why I wanted to ensure that you are safe.
Oh my goodness. I certainly appreciate you thinking of me in this horrible time for you and wanting to ensure my safety. I could not be more grateful to you. I can't imagine what this must be like for you. What do you suggest our course of action be, my prince?
Oh, that is why I have the Elysium happening tonight. I want to see some people in their eyes. I need to make sure it's not one of us before I instigate anything with anyone else.
I understand. You have ways of... You said with the eyes, you could tell if it was one of them.
More intuitively speaking with the eyes, there are other ways that we can go about this investigation now that I can confirm the horrible series of events that have happened.
Oh, goodness. If I could ask, I mean, how... Are you so sure that she's really met her final death? Could it just be possible that she went away, or someone has taken her? This is quite something to hear.
To have disappeared as completely as she did, no trace of anything of hers, her ghouls, her vehicle, her anything. I can't see why there was no inkling that she would have just left.
Yes.
If she was kidnapped, that is also a possibility, but also equally as deserving of investigation.
No, of course. I don't know if you have some sort of sense of it, if there's just a chance that this isn't true.
It's okay. And she kind of offers, like, if you would like a hug, she kind of holds her arms out in a way of like, you don't need to, but I am here if you need me.
Oh, I'll accept it. And I'm sorry, I should not be the one who is sad right now. You lost your wife. You should not have to be comforting me in this time.
No, it's okay. You have been with her for so long at this point. I just need to make sure that you are all right too. I know she would want you to stay safe. She cared deeply for you.
I appreciate that.
And she pulls back and says, I also know you're still under accounting, so we'll have to make arrangements for that.
Oh. Yes, I suppose so. My apologies. What is the protocol for that? I'm unfamiliar.
I have been speaking with it, on it with other Primogen. Unfortunately, we are down a Ventrue Primogen, as you might have heard.
Oh. Goodness, these attacks have been so horrible.
But yes, we will speak, and feel free to take the time you need. If you don't want to make an appearance at Elysium, just stay around in case I might need your help, but you do not need to make a public appearance if you don't like. You can just relax in here.
I greatly appreciate that. I do just... If I weren't to show up, I do worry that my coterie would be concerned. They took my phone at the door. I'm just wondering if there's a way that I could let them know that I am safe. I mean, if they're to hear this news and not see me, I fear they would worry.
Of course. Like I said, you can make a public appearance if you'd like to let them know. They should be arriving shortly as well.
Right. Well, thank you.
Of course. And with that news, as all the kindred arrive at the Chateau de Frontenac for the first Elysium in a couple of months, that is where we will take our break.
All right, my darlings, we are going to take about a 5-minute break, and please take this time, if you haven't already, to like, follow, subscribe to Don't Kill My Character wherever you are watching us and across our socials. And we will see you in just a moment, because there is more of this story to tell. Bye for now, friends. Hello! I gave you a countdown. Hello and welcome back to Don't Kill My Character presents Sanguine Scourge, our Vampire the Masquerade chronicle of drama, darkness, and desire with our Camarilla Coterie. Natasha, I pass it back to you.
Oh my
Give us
goodness.
this drama.
As you all arrive at the Chateau de Frontenac, as well as you earlier in the night, Mélidine, upon walking through the door of the chateau, you each feel almost a sheer wind you have to walk through before entering. It doesn't impede your stride at all, and in fact, if anyone walks in with any mortals, you notice the kind don't react at all. As you each enter the elevator, set to head straight to the top, you see a gentleman standing there. And I think only on how you would recognize. I don't know if Cam and Leonia would have had a chance to meet Mingyu. Maybe just heard of him, probably never met him in person. But he is there for each of you as you all arrive. For the same kind of spiel of, tonight we will be ensuring that the safety is paramount and that no recording devices are present in the room during Elysium. So if you could please leave your phones as well with your cloaks as you enter the space, that would be much appreciated. Do any of you have any response or would like to fight back on this to any degree?
I do as I am told.
Okay.
First. No, you first.
Yeah, I make sure my phone is like, locked all the way. In fact, I'll turn it off even.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll just be like, yeah, sure, take it.
And there.
I was gonna say at the Ángel, just knowing that he's on this side of things, he doesn't fight back. He'll take his coat off, but then he'll also take off his his shoulder holster for both of his pistols and hand it over to him. And then
that you already knew weapons aren't allowed in Elysium.
Yeah.
So
he's always been the exception to that, and now it's like, well, he has to actually follow that. So it's like, here you go.
Thank you. I'm surprised you weren't here earlier. Did Valois say he doesn't need you? I thought he was expecting you. You usually work at these, don't you?
I don't want to overshadow our new keeper with my history, so I'm just going to step away and let him do what he needs to do here.
Okay. Not my place to judge or ask that many questions. As you arrive on the top floor and he collects the things. And you all arrive at slightly different times, but still slowly the room fills up with more and more kindred in the space, more kindred than you've ever seen at Elysium. Walks of all sorts of life. They're kindred who are clearly a bit more modern. You can tell who kind of stays in their homes and doesn't really keep up with any trend, nor have they for the last few decades. You get quite a few different characters that you don't usually see at Elysium.
Dana, is it expected that I be by your side for this, or is it okay if I go say hello to Jean-Luc and Cameron?
Feel free.
Thank you.
And you
just
notice
scuttle my way over.
And you notice that she peels off and heads towards the prince's chamber. And you eventually do find Jean-Luc with Cameron standing there. Jean-Luc with a little glass of wine, just kind of swirling it and taking a few sips. It's not as nice as the one that Sirio used to get.
Who's Cereal?
Ventrue
The Primogen.
Oh, hello, Leonia. It's lovely to see you again.
Thank you.
As always, you look wonderful
Kind
this
of-
evening.
Presses herself up against Cam's side.
Jean-Luc kind of gives like the Great Gatsby like head nod and cheers and walks away.
Where's Mélidine?
I don't know. Did you get that text? I wonder what important meeting she had to arrive early for.
Dana said I don't need to worry.
We don't need to worry, I think.
Let's at least find Ángel.
Ángel, it's around this time that you'd be arriving.
His head would be down and just kind of like peek on up. It may not be a thing for anybody else, but for him, he just kind of feels all eyes on him. Just because of everything that had transpired with his sire. And with him, taking that step back, he just looks up, makes eye contact with a few folks, and then just kind of like goes to kind of hide. Just kind of blend in with the background.
Does anyone have any more than 3 dots or more in awareness?
I do.
Awareness? Yeah, I have 3.
I also have 3.
I'd say the 2 of you would notice actually some gossip starting, not excessively, but here and there. A little bit of staring, a little bit of asking, or some people a little confused or questioning once Ángel arrives.
I commit to memory each one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember to either check and see if I have it or get dirt on them later.
Okay. It's a mix of people you recognize and people you don't. It looks like most of the people who are questioning what's happening don't come to Elysium usually, but probably have heard of events.
Oh, well then. Should we go over to him? He looks like he needs some company.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He'll like step back and like rest his hands on both of her shoulders. You do look wonderful.
Thank you. We should stick together. Let's. As soon as I'm within like whisper hearing range of Ángel, Dana said Dana said I don't need to worry, but Dana I think would know that I would worry about you and Mélidine and Cameron, so I don't think any of the 4 of us need to worry. But have you heard anything from Mélidine? Because she's not in the room. Sorry.
I know. And you'll see as he kind of pulls out his phone, just check his text messages.
You shouldn't have your phone.
Oh yeah, that's right. He doesn't have his phone. I think it's probably like a reflexive thing. It's just like
Yeah, it's very like phantom.
it's like,
Usually I have it, yeah.
but then he's like, not since she messaged me earlier. So I don't know a lot of that's going on. Also, you guys look amazing.
Thanks. This person named Martina did my hair.
You should give me her number so that way I can see if she can do mine.
We'll have to get it out of my phone later.
And you look, I'm gonna be honest, you look a little pitiful, big guy.
Well, it's not every day where your sire has just completely destroyed your reputation. You've lost your position because Lord knows you don't want to overshadow the prince's son as he takes over your spot that you're supposed to be groomed from. And of course, there is always the gossip that is typical of here. So
Yeah, it's really bad with the Toreadors too, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. The good thing is we were able to get things squared away, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Well.
It could definitely be worse.
We're always willing to sacrifice things for the ones we love, you know?
There's just a large hand rest on your shoulder.
You'd see like a wince as you do that. It's like
it's a friendly squeeze, and he's just like, I've seen you come back from worse. You'll be all right. Plus, you have
This
us.
way it's built on your name instead of your sire's?
that's the plan.
Besides, what's eternity without a little adversity?
You
Let's just
know,
get through tonight before we try to deal with wordversity.
yeah, fingers crossed, right?
And with that note, you feel the taller, or are you like guys kind of sitting down, just like chilling in a little section kind of thing, I imagine? Finding like a little corner to hang out in.
Mhm.
You feel two hands come down on your shoulder as Valois is standing over you, Ángel. Mon cher Ángel, where have you been? I was expecting you earlier. You did not want to help?
Figure I was a professional, and he's gonna like look back up to him very briefly before he looks back down. Professional courtesy to not stain one of your first events, the big ones, with my presence being here as part of your crew. So
Yeah, but it would have been easier, you know?
you know,
the ropes.
yeah, I'm fully aware. But it seems like you were able to do a great job so far without me.
It
Don't
would
really
have
need
been
me.
easier to find a band with you, I would say. Your connections to the music life.
I mean, you seem like you were able to do pretty good. Like I said, you don't really need me.
Yeah, but it would have been easier, is all I'm saying. How have you been? How have you been handling it? I cannot imagine something like that happening to me.
Yeah, you know, it's just been. I have things that I keep myself preoccupied with, Valois. So, while this is unfortunately one of my favorite things that I would have loved to have been part of, you know, I still managed to focus on other things. I have other business ventures in mind that's kind of had my attention anyway. So.
No, you do. I did not know. You work with Mélidine, right? And
I work with. It's a partnership kind of a deal. I always like to say that I don't like to mix business with pleasure. So, as much as
But we're a coterie with her. That's why are you
Are you
talking
not,
about it weird?
yes, I have heard from Mélidine about you. I just assumed
Well, if I may
that
interject here.
it was already mixed.
No. I may help out at times, but outside, there's no work. There's no. The massage is her own. I just consult every so often.
He like plops down on the chair next to you and just like kind of puts his arm around you and is like relaxing with all of you guys now.
Valois,
Was this a really last minute thing? Is that why you had a hard time finding the band?
I was told about it like maybe a month ago, not even.
Oh.
It is all still new, you know, of all this,
Okay.
all the changes.
Valois,
Oui?
it's been about 3 minutes that this conversation has gone on, and it seems like you have neglected to address I and my other coterie mate here.
Yeah.
Bad form for a host on the first night, I feel.
Fair, how have you two been?
Good.
Yeah, been spending time with Ella and
Mm.
everyone. So, we also
Ella's lovely.
expanded our domain, which is cool.
I
Cam
heard.
did a lot about
Congratulations.
that. Yeah.
Congratulations. I heard. Yes. I'm very familiar with Ella. She's lovely.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm just. I've been trying to come to these more often, to get more used to them and get to know people, but still. Sorry.
Well, it is interesting to see you out and about on your first night as
I
keeper.
know.
How is it treating you this evening?
It is just starting, but it's exciting, you know? It is a new experience, especially after having been outside in the wilderness for so long. So excuse me if my hosting isn't up to par yet.
Where's your horse?
At my home.
Okay.
I have a stable.
Okay. The others that I know who have a familiar like that, they take it everywhere. And that's probably the more appropriate method. You don't need my approval.
No, it's okay. I leave my horse at the stables whenever I'm not using or riding her wherever, you know? But I do try to take her out for runs whenever I can.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it
Sorry,
has
Huh?
been a very pleasant conversation. If you don't mind, me and my coterie mates here were discussing some business that we need to attend to later tonight.
Don't let me interrupt. You all look beautiful, by the way. I am. Thank you. I am always impressed with how the people dress to these events. As he starts to get up.
This was Angel's help me with this.
I mean, like I said, I would love to have your help, Ángel, if you would like to come around next month. Feel free to do so.
Maybe if I can get these things can like die down from Marcus, maybe I can come back.
And he just kind of leans down and is like, maybe if someone got Marcus, that could be handled.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he heads off to the next guest.
I'm gonna kill him. Swear to God. As soon as I get the chance to, I'm gonna make sure he sees that final death.
You gotta get a better poker face.
What did he do?
You're gonna see like Ángel like slowly turn over to Naya, and his eyes gonna like very slightly twitch as he says,
"Oh,
you're jealous, aren't you?"
You don't need to explain it. You don't need to explain it. I don't think.
I will say right now, he has my fucking spots. As my
You could
fucking
just step
job.
down. You could just tell him that you're hoping to. You could work your way up, and maybe he could step down. He seems to like you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he does.
I don't trust him.
Can I roll an insight check on Valois?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Which was insight on the man.
Leonia's not good at social situations, but she is really good at reading into people, actually, weirdly. Just not when it's about her. She assumes everybody hates her. Okay, wits and insight is going to be 8 dice. Okay, that's just fucking embarrassing. So I am spending a willpower on that. That was 1 success on 8 dice.
That happened to me before, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's 3 successes.
Okay.
Does Valois like Ángel?
Valois has very little beef with anyone, is what it seems.
Yeah.
He's just trying. You can't quite fully read him with 3, but you can tell it seems more like trying to get the lay of the land still, since he's been out of the society loop. And like he said, this is his first Elysium back.
I think he's like actually really asking for your help. I think he's just awkward.
I guess the mountain man that never talked to anyone for decades is awkward.
Yeah. No, he has like a lot of inherent charm because like, have you seen the man? But like he just doesn't know how to deal with everything.
Looks aside, because I can give it to you. That man is gorgeous, and we're not going to go any further with that conversation, but he still has my spot. He could easily have just given it to me. He could have easily done a lot of things. He still has it.
He's asking for your help.
In all fairness, as my dears pointed out, that he has been out of the loop, so he might not be aware of how important the spot was to you.
You can make him indebted to you.
I'll put that up in one of my mini plans. We'll consider that.
Well, you know me. You say the words, I got your back for whatever you're gonna do.
I appreciate you very much. I just want you to know that.
No problem. Now, where the hell is Mélidine?
And around this-ish time, the prince takes the stage, emerging from her room. And Valois kind of gathers everyone's attention, clinking glasses and whatnot, to call to everyone to the main ballroom area. As the prince stands there, stoic. Good evening to all the wonderful kindred of the city. It's a pleasure to see you all again. Thank you for accepting such late notice invitation. As she bows her head slightly to the crowd. Unfortunately, in light of recent events, a few things shall be happening. I know everyone has lost people in these last few days, months really, with the attacks on the Inquisition. So, it has been decided by the Permission Council as well as myself that there will be a rearranging of neonates that are left without sires who are still in accounting. To begin, Primogen Omega has graciously accepted the young neonate Jason Brown after his sire met his true death in the attacks with the Second Inquisition. In that moment, Omega materializes on stage with a kindred none of you have met. A young man dressed in like an open, cropped, dark green leather coat and torn black skinny jeans with combat boots, his jacket covered in all sorts of patches, and he wears rings all on his hand as well as throughout his locked hair. He has dark skin covered in lesions and sores that you've only seen in medical shows when characters are on their deathbed, probably. His eyes are whited out, which he has only highlighted with white eyeliner and green eyeshadow that stretches out over his lengthened ear. And he smiles a toothy grin at the crowd, and especially at the usual reactions some people have towards Nosferatu, with a couple little gasps as to Nosferatu grace the stage. The second, still under accounting, is Mélidine Décarie, who I have graciously taken under my wing with the unfortunate news that I bring now to everyone. of the death of my dearly departed wife and our seneschal, Penelope. And Mélidine, would you describe what you're wearing now as you appear on stage?
If the prince does me the honor of allowing me to be on stage with her, then yes, I will walk out. I am wearing a very elegant gown that is quite like the one Kate wears on stream. It is a combination of blacks and whites together, draped in somewhat of a combination of the fashions that Mélidine herself wears, which is more tight and V-neck, but there is a bit extra drapery to the skirt in a way that perhaps Penelope herself would have worn, something akin to it. And her hair is down. Long, flowing, fabulous.
And she kind of guides you out with her hand, taking you across the stage, very pageant style.
Of course. Mélidine nods to the prince. Thank you.
Of course. And the third neonate still under accounting is unfortunately unable to appear today, but will be under the care and accounting of my child, Valois. Once a relationship is more formally established, then they will be presented to the rest of the Camarilla as well. And with the three of you in the crowd, in particular Ángel, there are a couple flashbacks to the first time you saw Mélidine grace that stage of the presenting of the new Camarilla. But this time, under an even higher position, technically, as the new child of the prince.
And
Oh, yes, go ahead.
my eyes are scanning the crowd to see the familiar faces I find, and I guess my coterie might have hidden away somewhere in a corner, so I believe my eyes would land on Valois first, since he would be more present, looking from a familiar face,
He is
trying to find Ángel.
He is closer to the stage as well, easier to find since he goes up to stand on the stage as well, but he was already in the crowd as he was the one who gathered everyone, and goes up to the microphone, smiles at you. I'm deeply saddened by the loss that my child-to-be has faced, but I will take good care of them, and I'm excited to introduce you all.
Of course. And as her eyes go back out to the crowd, can she find her coterie? Can she find Ángel?
Roll me a wits plus awareness.
Oh, my first roll of the season. Okay. Wits plus awareness. 4 dice. Here we go. 1 success.
It's difficult. There are a lot of kindred here, a lot more kindred than you're used to. Truly a bevy. It's a full house.
So I guess what would Mélidine miss then on Angel's face? What is she not seeing?
You're muted.
She would see as, because while she might not be able to see him, he can see her. And he just has like a flashback of pretty much not even the first night, but just like the very first night that he actually saw her when she was still just a human. And then everything that has happened since then, their dates, their everything. And in his mind, he's just thinking she's just as gorgeous as the day he laid his eyes on her the first time.
And ever the measured performer, everyone would just see Mélidine smiling and scanning, just looking out at the crowd to see everyone. Doesn't even look like she's searching. Trained performer that she is.
And as the new kindred are guided off the stage, as well as their sires, Omega and Jason do stay visible and move through the crowd, but go towards a back corner as quickly as possible. It's still, unfortunately, you can tell why Omega likely stays hidden in these situations, as he is very tall, and even if as long as he's visible, and he understands this and does not like the idea of being perceived. But the prince goes back up to the mic. Tonight, I wish to speak to all of you, one-on-one. I would like to reaffirm the commitment to the Camarilla and the understanding of our traditions and the lack of understanding someone might have of the right of destruction. Was of course only afforded to the elders of the city to decide when that is done. I hope, truly, that it is not anyone in this room right now, and that it is outside enemies we must be aware of, but I must first and foremost confirm that it is not anyone here. So please, be gracious in your understanding, be prudent in your answering, and make sure to reveal any traitors in the room, as they will be dealt with. Please continue to appreciate the bevy of drinks that are allowed for everyone, as tonight out of all nights, we must keep our heads cool. Thank you. And she turns off the mic and goes to step off the stage. And the first person she goes to greet, you see Valois stand behind that person, and they kind of start engaging in a conversation, the two of them, with someone random in the crowd. You don't know who this person is.
I believe that probably Valois would have walked Mélidine off the stage, if that seems right to you as well, Storyteller.
Yeah, he would have guided everyone off the stage.
Yes. So once he drifts away to that, Mélidine just gives like a bow and a nod to the prince, not wanting to take any more of her time, but just acknowledging what has happened. And then I guess would still be looking for her coterie, or just standing by the stage, because they would know where to find her, and she can perhaps just stand here and hold a bit of her own court, maybe.
Is Sam still nearby?
If you would have brought Sam, would probably not be right next to you guys, but a lot of ghouls just do stay within earshot, but not necessarily. The idea here is not for them to always be around.
He'll just make a gesture to her and just be like, go get her.
Kurt nod and walks over.
I think before she gets out, he just kind of like waves his hand up, like, no, I got this. I still have to show my face around.
Okay.
Gestures appreciated though, so.
Sure.
And then he's gonna get up briefly, but then look and say, "How's Martina doing?"
She's doing great.
Fantastic.
But you should also know.
Mm-hmm. He says that just like looking at her and just like having like the biggest smirk on his face before he like continues walking on off.
Wait, why doesn't he know though?
I think he knows he's just giving her shit.
Oh, that's fair.
If you didn't have me and just
he had his haircut tonight, so
and just kind of to herself, but loud enough that Cameron can hear it. She just says, "If I didn't have to come here tonight, we were going to get dinner together."
Sorry, you had a lot of time with her though.
I'm just saying, we had plans.
Oh, next time I'll bring Malcolm then.
Thank you. You should. I think you'd enjoy this. He never comes to these.
Malcolm is better suited to watching the asset.
Still.
I understand, though. Perhaps you do deserve some time off.
I'm gonna go. Ángel is like a little bit ahead in the crowd, but Leonia is like glancing like we should all go. I don't think we should split.
I think we're going to be split up anyway, but if you insist, I'll stand up, hold the hand out, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
And then Angel's going to just maneuver his way through the crowd, and will do so in a way that he will come from a side angle, and then just kind of like have his head kind of angled in like a shy boy's kind of like a position as he like looks up at as he walks up, gets in a visual of Mélidine, and just slowly walks up and says, "So you are the prince's children now?"
Yes, I suppose I am.
That make Valois your brother, just from like 3 steps behind.
That'd be weird.
Does it? I mean, I don't know why that would be weird, but I didn't. I couldn't see you all.
We were
looking hard enough.
We were just over there. You look amazing.
Well, thank you. So do you. That's why I put you all in the VIP booth, so I can be sure to see you when I perform.
How are you doing with the news?
As well as can be expected, I suppose.
So sorry to hear that you lost your sire.
I appreciate that, and I am honored that the prince, while in mourning, has also taken me and my safety and comfort under her wing. It is a great gift that she has given me. Her trust and protection.
Well, may your tutelage under her be as ever fruitful as it was under your original sire. And again, my condolences.
I can't imagine.
Yes. Thank you. I don't know what she might ask of you, but of course she'll be speaking to everyone.
She seems to want to find whoever's responsible, and rightly so, I understand. Someone took someone that I cared about, I too would raise, well, just about everything to find them.
Yeah, same. I would burn down this world if anything were to happen to you, Mel.
And hell, she takes your hand. I certainly hope it doesn't ever come to that.
Me either. And then he's just going to go in and just very, considering the public space that they're in, he's just going to give Mélidine a quick kiss on the lips. And then just smile and look into her eyes.
And as that happens, you feel a tap on your shoulder, Ángel. Balwa again.
Gonna turn around and it's like, yes, how can I be of assistance?
The attitude's a little bit different than how he approached you last time. Je suis désolé, mon ami, but we're going to need to talk to you first.
Oh, well, this timing.
I'm so sorry. But I apologize for breaking up your little coterie moment. Maybe we can get some time later, huh?
Of course, I do appreciate that.
But, Ángel, I am to guide you to the prince's quarters.
Lead the way, keeper of Elysium.
And as both the physical and social space distances between you and Mélidine, as you head to the prince's quarters, that is where we will wrap up for this night.
Oh my goodness. Thank you all so much for watching the season 2 premiere of Sanguine Scourge, our Vampire the Masquerade chronicle of drama, darkness, and desire. And I think we hit on all 3 tonight. Woo! I am coming back into being Kate, aka Kate the Great Cosplays, your producer queen, and you can find me with that handle across the social medias, sometimes posting cosplay things, but mostly just doing all this wonderful Don't Kill My Character stuff. I am going to gather up my notes about when and where you can see more things on Don't Kill My Character. I mean, the where is here. You found us. Congrats. But I am going to pass it around to my wonderful, fabulous cast in the meantime to talk about where you can find them, and they're probably going to do a bit of my own work for me in that as well. We'll go in the same order that we did for the intros. So Justin, would you like to go first?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in tonight. I am known across the internet as GM Justin. You can find me on all my socials at Forever GM Justin. You can also find me over at Roll D5, where we specialize in playing indie TTRPGs. I had the pleasure of being at this table with this amazing cast and crew as Ángel Ramos, your Toreador and former assistant to the Keeper of Elysium. And this is a good time. It's fine. It's just making friends and everything else. But you can, besides finding me here every other Thursday for the camera for our table, you can find me over at Rebels Without a Castle every Wednesday. We're either doing our main campaign or we're doing a lore shot and getting to know the characters or just knowing the world around. And then you can also find me over at Smoking Glue Guns channel every Monday for Monday Night Magic, and every other Friday for our Daggerheart campaign known as the Fall of Atheum. Whitney is currently on track to go to a convention this weekend, so be on the socials to check out to see where you can buy some of her amazing dice. But with that being said, that's it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and pass this over to Rosie.
Hi, Justin. Wow, you play Daggerheart. That's so interesting. Something that we definitely don't know anything about on this channel for anything that would be coming up later. I'm not teasing anything because I'm not giving you guys any information. But get in Discord though, because there's some clues.
Hi. Clearly, you're alluding to the first thing I'm going to talk about once I finish introducing myself, so totally fine. Hi, I'm Rosalie. You can call me Rosie or any other nickname version thereof. I love nicknames. You can find me on all my socials at Rosatyrs, ROSATYRS, like Rosie and the little goat folk, and you smoosh them together and you get Rosatyrs. You can find me here on the Camarilla. You can find me in the tech chair for superhero shenanigans pretty regularly. I will be taking a little break from that in March and April for another game that I was recruited for on another channel. Sorry. On this Sunday, you can find me on our wonderful Miguel's Twitch channel, the first time he is streaming on their own channel, playing a Daggerheart charity game. We are raising funds for... Oh gosh, I don't remember if it's Churla or Rice's. It's one of those two.
The February one is Rice's, I'm pretty sure.
Thank you. But we are raising funds. We are playing some Daggerheart. You can also find me playing Daggerheart on the non-Anarch Tuesdays on Shannon's channel, Imagine If Media. We're going to be playing another Daggerheart game, GM'd by the wonderful Miguel Classico, called The World Bridge. I play a wizard in that. It's very fun. We have not yet had our first episode. It was going to start this week, but we decided to wait until all players could be present. Other than that, that is what I have going on right now. I'm about to be the busiest little baby in the planet in March and April. For realsies, I'm looking at my calendar and it's a little scary. So yeah, check me out.
I'm going to miss you so much running tech for shenanigans. You're so good at it. You're gonna be missed.
It was really fun to be able to, spoilers redacted, I got to hit a button to make a plot point happen, and that was very fun.
Yeah, and also, again, Discord, all these things, we put pictures of these buttons, and we put little peeks about what are we talking about. I don't know, sunflowers are nice flowers, though, in our Discord. So jump on our Discord if you're not already in there. And also,
if we're talking about anything, it's going to be hundreds of years in the future after whatever games I'm playing in. So don't worry about it.
Also, I'm just saying, that's a good segue too. Pay attention to all these Daggerheart games that Miguel is running on their channel, on Shannon's channel, because if you're like a fan of Don't Kill My Character and you're going to be, watching future shows over here, like, I don't know, just, I really don't. I can't see these things. I'm too distracted looking at Extell most of the time. Extell, tell us about you.
Hello, that's me. I'm Extell. You can find me at Extra the King on all the socials. You can catch me you can catch me here a lot of the times for every single show that's live right now on this channel. I guess except for one. I think Pick a Poppy I'm not in, so. So that's fun.
But what if we were able to change that?
No, I do have somebody from another game I played that I was like, if we bring in a guest for Pick a Poppy, I want it to be you. So I am
my producer Queen Brain. I have so many wonderful people that I want on the channel more. And Extell, I love you so much. I also know you need a break as well. You and Rosie both. Tell us about all the things that you're doing so that our audience can know why I'm like, you need a to-do list.
You can catch me here for Sunday. Wait, that's not right. Sanguine Scourge. Too many things that start with an S that I've been. It's crazy.
You named both of those shows. That's your fault.
Sanguine Scourge. Me and Tasha both named this one, okay? But Sanguine Scourge, you can catch me here every Thursday for the cam. You can catch me this upcoming Tuesday for the Anarch sessions where I storytell. You can catch me on Wednesday for Severe Shenanigans, and you can catch me somewhere else on something else happening. I forget, but anyway, you can catch Pride of Monsters. That's what it is. And you can catch me
you're not
on
anything else. That's good.
And not tomorrow, but the day. No, it is tomorrow. No, it's the day after tomorrow.
No, you also don't know what Valentine's Day is. This is fine.
It's on Valentine's Day.
Hi, it's your content, Pixie. It's Saturday. The day after tomorrow is Saturday.
I do so many things. The days are all the same. Is it a day that ends in Y? I'm probably doing something. But yes, you can catch me on Saturday for Marleo Multiverse, where I play Leo opposite of Kate. For a romantasy version of Marleo's story. It's a wonderful time. You can also catch me on Tales from the Table Studios, where I'm social media manager, where I run I've run a couple games and then other ones, almost every single one that is live on that channel too. For Sundered Skies on Sunday, every other Sunday. For War of the Magi, we just started up this past Tuesday, which you can also find another person here on this screen on that one. And for All Mutant Kind every other Thursday. So next Thursday, I'll be on For All Mankind Tales. You can also catch me on Start Playing, where I run games, vampire mainly. You can have a fun time and be tortured consensually with your vampire characters at my table. I also do a lot of stuff. You can check out my Ko-fi for fun stuff on there. Coffee. It's coffee.
It's pronounced
But anyway.
coffee, yeah.
I have a lot of stuff going on. If you want to know more, you can find out when you follow me. Anyway, we'll pass it over to Tasha.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Natasha. I go by @Natasha V Cosplays everywhere on the internet. Find me here mostly these days, both on this show as well as Superhero Shenanigans and Pride of Monsters in our upcoming shows, as well as over on, as Extell mentioned, Tales from the Table Studios, where I am playing a possible Jujutsu sorcerer. Depends on if we have a panic attack before they actually teach us anything. Really is it's really gonna depend on episode 2, man. We panicked a lot in the first episode. That's really most of what it was.
It's gonna be
Food and
okay.
panic. Fun
There's a lot of
panic.
food and panic.
Incredible.
Listen, my characters have panic attacks during games all the time. I don't know what's wrong with that.
I have no idea what that's like.
And then you can also find me this weekend at Katsucon. If you're coming down to the DC area for Katsucon, I will be running around as Sailor Pluto for most of the weekend. And then next month at AwesomeCon, if you're going to be in the area for that as well. I'll be happy to see anyone there. Please let me know. And that is it. Oh, and I do stuff on TikTok sometimes, I guess. I talk about vampire stuff a lot there.
Yeah. And I am Kate, aka Kate the Great Cosplays, your producer, queen. How I exist online, that I want you guys to find me, is don't kill my character at this point, so I'm going to talk about that. Our next show on the channel is, as Extell so well remembered, our Valentine's Day special and our first ever Marleo Multiverse, A Court of Flames and Chaos. What if our characters, Marley and Leo from Superhero Shenanigans, were in a romantasy setting? You do not have to have watched Superhero Shenanigans to understand these shows. They're all one-off adventures, and it will be funnier if you've seen Superhero Shenanigans, but no context is needed. I am going to read the blurb for it, though, because I love this. In a court of flames and chaos, King Leopold has assumed the Emerald Kingdom throne following the murder of his parents. The claim will be solidified by his arranged marriage to Princess Marlene of Kensington Kingdom. Upon meeting, they realize the plots against them both and their shared desires to protect their kingdoms, their freedom, their secrets, and each other. Yeah, come celebrate Valentine's Day with Extell and I, with the characters that were love at first sight and allowed us to be love at second sight. And then come back to the channel for the season 2 premiere of Sanguine Scourge for our wonderful Anarch Coterie. Let's see what they're up to in their first episode. I know a little bit, that's great. That is on Tuesday, February 17th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We have our Anarchs every other Tuesday, our Camarilla every other Thursday. We also have Superhero Shenanigans, our Mutants and Masterminds adventure of hijinks, heart, and heroism every other Wednesday, returning the 18th with Extell continuing in the GM seat for a little while longer before we might be passing that off again. It's a rotating cast show, and the GM seat is also part of that rotation. So make sure you're checking that story out. And if you haven't already, watch Book of the Eclipsed, the side story to Superhero Shenanigans, because that's going to be really relevant really soon. And then we have Pride of Monsters with Rosie and I being the chaos creatures of poppies.
I'm not in that.
Just
Pride of
no, wait, you're right. I'm doing it wrong. Pride of Monsters is where Pick a Poppy comes
I mean, I'll
from.
be there. I'll be running
You
the
will.
stream, but I'm not on screen.
But no, these two are there with me. Extell and Natasha. Pride of Monsters is our music mastermind show where a bunch of colorful creatures try to save their city and run a profitable speakeasy. And that is Friday, February 27th. And then we do have Pick a Poppy returning with Rosie, Valmina, Mika, and Alex, and Mia's Poppy. That's not Poppy's voice, that's fine. On Thursday, March 5th. But guess what? This is a lot of shows and a lot of dates, and you don't have to remember them all because you can follow us on social media that is so well curated and cared for by our content pixie Rosie and my incredible content team. And then you can also jump into our Discord because the schedule is in there. The events are in there. The fun and the chaos are in there. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for supporting us tonight. I am so happy with all the stories that we are telling, and I'm excited to see you back here for more because there are always more stories to tell. Good night, my darlings.
Good night. Stick around for the raid.